Hey guys, Danny Johnson here, and today we're going to be changing the oil on this Razor XP 1000 Turbo, and it's quite simple. What you'll need is a 6mm Allen. So you're just going to crawl under here, and you'll find all these holes in your skid plate. Just by reference, we are somewhat towards the rear wheels. And there's the drain plug. There's the drain plug right there, 6mm Allen. Alright, so you want to be careful with this that the oil doesn't burn you, because this is coming straight down. And so what I'm doing is applying pressure upwards as I'm unscrewing this. Of course, doing that very gently. And that should keep it from completely flowing out. Once you have the drain plug to where it's free, then you want to pull that out without dropping it in the pan. There we go. Just let the oil drip out. So you want the oil to be somewhat warm still so it flows better, but at the same time don't let it burn you. So just so you have a point of reference, this is where the oil's draining out. So here's our oil kit that we're using. It's going to come with 3 quarts and a filter. It gives you some specs and some ranges on here for temperature. As you can see, automotive is within this range, and so this is even better for cold starts and protects even better for higher heat. Okay, so next we're going to go after the oil filter, which is back in here. Looks similar to a car filter if you've ever done that. So we're going to go ahead and turn this counterclockwise. Okay, so once this is broken loose, if you did the, you're going to lose some oil. So just try to get it off and invert it. Hopefully most of the oil has already drained down to the pan by the time you get to that. So anyway, you want to make sure that the old gasket came off. So you should have a nice clean metal surface without this rubber gasket stuck to it, because that does happen sometimes. So then you want to take some of the used or new oil and rub it around the new gasket on the top there. And so we're going to go ahead and just put this back in the way that it came off. So you want to line it up square, and you'll feel it as you gently spin it. You want it to spin freely, and then you'll know you're not cross-threading it. So if it spins freely like this, you're good. You want to pretty much get it snug and then tighten it down 1/2 rotation. Okay, so now you're going to take a look at the washer here, this copper washer, and look for abrasions and briars or any kind of markings on it that would keep it from sealing properly. And this one looks pretty good. They are pretty cheap, so you can get a new one if you'd prefer that. We're going to go ahead and reinstall this now that it's stopped dripping down there. Okay, so now we're pushing the drain plug straight up in, and we turned it very gently to make sure it was not cross-threading. So it's in there pretty tight. So we're just going to tighten it down. The torque rating on this is going to be very small, so we're going to do the German method, Guten tight. And so once you feel that it's snug, you're pretty good. And if you see a few drips on the ground after, then double check it. So next, to access where we're going to add the oil, you'll just open up this compartment here. And here's our filler cap. Half turn, that comes right off. So we're going to put our funnel down in here and just fill our 3 quarts of oil. Okay, so we're adding our PS4 oil in here. Okay, 2nd quart. Finally, your 3rd quart of oil. So once you've drained all 3 quarts, it's a good idea to set them like this for a minute and let the rest of it drain out. Over a few quarts it does add up. Alright, so next we're gonna put our cap back on. You want to try not to get any dirt and debris down in there. And then put your cover back on. Then you want to let it run for at least 30 seconds and check the oil seal to make sure you're not spewing oil if you put the filter on too tight or leaking anywhere else. Okay, so what we're going to do now is set the service hours for this. So you're going to hold mode down, and then you'll scroll through the options until you find service hours. Now 25 hours should be for the first oil change. From then on it's going to go up to 50 hours. So we're going to hold mode down, bring it up to 50 hours, and then you're going to set it to 50 hours for the next several oil changes until you've hit 5,000 hours. Then you'll go back down to 25 hours and start the process over again with 50-hour intervals. So then it'll just go back to its main screen and you're all done. Okay, so after it's been ran, we're going to check the oil level. So this does have a lock on it. You just tilt it upwards and then pull this out. We're going to go ahead and wipe it off clean. Put it back in, insert the dipstick back down all the way, then pull it back out. And we're looking for the level to be in between these two holes, and it's pretty good there. Once when it's new oil, sometimes it's a little harder to see than when it's darker oil. So then we're going to go ahead and put this back down in and lock it back into place.